get a bottled water? And can I get an extra large coffee, 2 cream? That's everything?
Your total will be at the limit.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, with a bottled water?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
There you go. We good? How are you?
Good.
Thank you. Good day.
Thank you. See you.
She said hi, Chloe?
Yeah. Well, Lloyd in general is just built on oil and gas. I moved to Lloyd for work. I chose service rigs because my cousin was on the service rigs at that time. I didn't know what a service rig was. The only kind of rig I ever can imagine in my head was an offshore rig. Like I said, I worked service rigs for 20-some years. I started out as a ground hand. I worked myself up to a rig manager, and now I'm at this time. When I go back, I'll be a ground hand again.
That doesn't seem to be the right order of things.
No, it's not the right order, but it's a paycheck, and I got to keep a roof over my head too, right? So you have to be kind of stubborn in a way to work certain parts of the oil field and the conditions, like
The coldest you've worked in?
40. The coldest I worked in was minus 48, I believe it was. So.
You were like, I was already, you got me at minus 40, and then when you went to 8, my jaw totally dropped.
So. This is the Husky truck stop in Lloydminster on the Alberta side. I used to come here when I was going through a divorce, and the hours can be long in the oil field. And so I lived a half hour out of town, and so for me to go home and get a shower and come back, it would take too long. So I just come here and get a shower before I'd see my daughter, and go home. Well, having a daughter is amazing. Once my sister asked me, oh, you should have come out when you were younger, but I don't think in, say, 1990, that would have been ready for where I grew up. And then I wouldn't have my daughter. So I could never refer back to, I wish I came out then, because I wouldn't have my daughter, so. Coming out in Lloydminster terrified me. It would have terrified me no matter where I was, but coming out here, and I had so much to lose, I really thought the worst of everything. I had an old friend that, he kind of said something to me when I was getting out of the truck after work once, and he asked me, why would you want to become a weaker sex? You had it as a white male, and he couldn't get that through his head. Like, why would you do that? Like, that makes no sense, you know? Your pay's gonna go down, everything, right? It's not a choice. It's not like I'm going to Tim Hortons and am I gonna get 1 creamer or 2 creamer today? But that's the way everyone views us, right? They don't understand what we go through. Women absolutely could work on rigs. Some of the best workers were women on the service rigs. But in reality, there's a reason I'm not working higher up than a fifth hand. So, yeah, it's all I know. And the thing is now, what's gonna stop me from working on the service rigs is me being transgender. And I'm trying to look at what management sees now. To me, management would see a liability when they look at me for being a manager. Because the way I look at it, if they send me out to a location, then say, not saying it would happen, but if I didn't get along with the consultant, then they got a chance of losing the contract with the rig. Or vice versa, the crew may not get along with me, or just say point blank, they're not listening to me, they quit, or vice versa. They don't do anything you say.
So you're not getting hired because of prejudice?
I can't really say that, but in my heart, I feel that. I feel like I'm tucked away. I don't know how to describe this, but being transgender, I think it kind of doomed me in some ways. It really did. Like, I sure like to move up the ladder again. And like I said, I don't think they're gonna put me in a spot unless they know the guys that are working on a rig are 100% okay with Chloe and what Chloe's about.
And do you feel confident that you can move in that direction?
I don't know. I like to stay positive and say yes, but I won't know till that day comes. That's the tough part. It's a fine line I'm walking now, and I don't know what the future holds for me. So.
What do you hope it holds for you?
Happiness. So.
What would happiness look like?
A steady income, a roof over my head, more time with my daughter. So. But it is important that we do portray ourselves and get our story out there where people understand that we're just like everyone else. And we're not looking for any extra rights, we're just looking for human rights.